Glad to have you with us in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, as we're here for what should be another exciting edition of the Rate Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Minnesota's offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football, and you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Lobos are threatening in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Puts it out of the air. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's Tracy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Off play action on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Taylor. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Golden Gophers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Lindsey. A little release to the back. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal man who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together an 81-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there down 7-3 as and that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Lobos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the Lobos decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Lindsey. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Looking for room, it's McKinney. Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He'll keep it on the sneak. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's McKinney. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire! And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Flying out to the left. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Lobos! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To the air, it's Lindsey. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Fires to the right. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, running back on the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Taylor has it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They're facing a third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gopher!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it behind the line. It's Humphrey. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The kick is on its way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Handoff to the single back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Humphrey. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, we can feel the excitement of this Rate Bowl in Phoenix back here in our studios. Talk about a riveting first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, and the exciting conclusion of the Rate Bowl.
The Golden Gophers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's key. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Out of the gun, the inside give. Sweet cut there. Turning it on. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down, they'll go to the air. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, New Mexico. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Tracy. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. To the air. It's Lindsey. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the field goal unit is on the field. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Lobos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. Now on 2nd down. It's a draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Here's the pressure. Complete to the right. Gets away from one. He's got space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
The sure hands, it's Coleman. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up, where I can just make plays right behind them.
The give is to Taylor. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Wants to throw on 3rd. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. That gives them a little breathing room, now up 24-20. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And the Lobos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Humphrey. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Lobos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Here comes the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. He's got him. Touchdown, Lobos! And they move out front down the court.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And with that extra point, they're up by 3, meaning a field goal just ties it. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. The play action fake. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The throw to the outside is complete. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. And the Lobos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Bringing the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. Fires one high and deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.